Were there times when you felt like you had to instruct men on the capacity of a woman, or to
many
remind them?
times. Oh, many times. I mean, on that one, yes, of course. When I headed the Africa Bureau of UNDP, and first came into that job, I was the first woman to head it. I think there were lots of feeling of, is she up to it? Can she really manage this big bureau, this male-dominated bureau? And one or two times when people would try to challenge, yes, and I had to say, wait a minute, let me just be very clear with you. I'm the one in charge of this bureau. I know what's happening and something. Yeah.
Can you tell one of those stories?
There was a time we had what we call our cluster meeting, the regional meetings, and the subject had to do with some of the difficulties of African development, and so I spoke, and I said, there's so many policies, so many lack of commitment of the African leadership to the development agenda, to the reform agenda. And one or two people got up and said, that's just, Madam Director, that's the way women see these things, is Afro-pessimism, which we find unacceptable. We've been in this development business for a long time, and you're coming into this bureau as a stranger, a woman bringing a different kind of dimension to it. So, my response was, let's be clear, look at the record. We're not talking here about my judgment, my feeling, my sentiments, or my emotion. We're talking about the data that's there. We're talking about, the empirical evidence that's there. And I'm speaking to that, and unless we recognize that we have these issues, we will not be able to find the right solution as we meet with our African partners and colleagues and talk development issue. Let's not, let's not try to hide and cover up for those things that clearly are our responsibility to further African development. So I think that's one instance where was it because I was a woman? Was it because I was just a stranger to the bureau? Because I didn't get to this position from inside the system? I was brought in from outside.